frustrated with trying to find a home in the Raleigh-Wake County area? Are you seeing homes you're interested in and 5 minutes later you're finding out they're already sold? Well, if this has been your experience, I've got some good news for you guys coming up. Hi guys, I'm Mike Sanders with Mike Sanders Team Realty at RE/MAX United. If you've been a subscriber to my channel for a while, then you know I talk quite a bit about new home construction. Since the market went into overdrive back in the fall of 2020, the supply of both resale and newly constructed homes has shrunk dramatically. Although I'm starting to get a feeling that the market might be showing some signs of improving for home buyers, we're still faced with a critical lack of inventory on both resale and newly constructed homes. Over the last several months, I've occasionally shared with you some updates on newly announced new home communities, and in this video I'm going to share with you guys some of the very latest updates on some upcoming new home communities in the Wake Forest area. Definitely stay to the end of the video because I'm going to give you guys an update on one of the most anticipated new home communities that's come to Wake Forest in quite some time. We'll also cover school information, nearby and local amenities, commute times, and a timetable when you might expect some of these new homes to become available. So let's get going. Okay, first on my list is going to be what's currently being referred to as the Averitt subdivision. This community, which has been in the works since about the fall of 2018, calls for nearly 1,000 new homes to be built across a stretch of land that's about 272 acres. It's located in the northeastern section of Wake Forest along Averitt Road. It's nearly halfway between NC 98 and Oak Grove Church Road. Filings that have been submitted with the town of Wake Forest show plans for approximately 677 single-family detached homes and about 288 townhomes. This community is scheduled to be built out over 13 phases, with phase 1 showing plans for 76 single-family homes and 143 homes in phase 2. Phase 3 shows plans for the construction of a recreation and an amenity center to be built near the north central side of the neighborhood. Currently, there's no timeline or other pricing information for the Averitt. However, a quick review of recent new home sales in this immediate area of Wake Forest shows the median new single-family detached home sold for around $431,000. So based on this, I'd guess that single-family homes within the Averitt will most likely be competitively priced within this same range. But again, that's somewhat of an educated guess. I'd expect home within this area of town to probably range from the mid 450s up to maybe the high 500s. The Averitt's northeastern Wake Forest location is in a quickly up and coming area of town. From here, you're only about 6 minutes from downtown Wake Forest. All of your shopping needs will be easy since you're only down the street from the Gateway Commons Shopping Center, where you'll find a Lowe's grocery store and numerous other restaurants and other retail options. This location is going to be very convenient to US 1, which is going to get you into downtown Raleigh within about 30 to 35 minutes. You can get to the I-540 interchange in less than 20 minutes from this area. With I-540, you're going to be able to get anywhere in the Triangle area relatively quickly. From the Averitt community, you're only going to be about 5 to 7 minutes away from the nearby 17-acre Smith Creek Park, where you're going to find 3 full-size soccer fields. There's a children's playground. There's a picnic shelter with quite a few picnic tables and charcoal grills you can use. The Sailing Beach Lake Trail at Falls Lake is less than 25 minutes from the community. Here you're going to find public campgrounds. There's miles and miles of walking trails, biking trails. You can rent a kayak, canoe, and paddle boards there. There are also boat slip rentals where you can store your boat year-round. Although school assignments for this neighborhood won't be decided for quite some time, we'll take a look at the ratings of some of the closest schools to the location. Richland Creek Elementary is a quick 10-minute drive from the community. Wake Forest Middle is also about a 10-minute drive. Wake Forest High School, again, is probably about a 10-minute drive. If you'd like more information on school rankings on these or any other schools, I'd recommend that you guys check out a few of the more popular school ranking websites, such as greatschools.org, niche.com, and schooldigger.com. I'll put links to these sites in the information section below. Like I typically recommend to all my clients, don't just stop at online reviews. When checking out local schools, call some of these schools directly and speak with a school administrator or individual teachers to get a feel for what this specific school might be like. Keep in mind you've got options when it comes to your kids' education, including charter schools. There's quite a few private schools around. There's year-round public and private options. I would just say do your homework. Okay guys, next on our planned list of Wake Forest communities is Radford Glen, which coincidentally is located just 5 minutes west from our previous community, the Averitt. Developers of Radford Glen have finally received the green light after working for several years to get permitting approval from the town of Wake Forest. Plans for Radford Glen call for 167 single-family detached homes and 10 townhomes. These are to be built across a 47-acre parcel that's situated directly along NC Highway 98 just east of downtown Wake Forest. Again, this is a phenomenal location for all the reasons I discussed earlier regarding the Averitt community. Radford Glen is going to be a great option for you if convenience to nearby amenities and shopping is important. Like most of these communities that are either in the pre-approval or recently approved stages, there's not a ton of information on this development. However, based on my review of plans submitted with the town of Wake Forest, it appears developers have plans for some really nice tree-lined streets throughout the community, as well as roundabouts along the main neighborhood arteries, along with some cul-de-sac options. Developers have also hinted that some homes with the popular Charleston-style home design will be prevalent throughout the community. Due to its close proximity to the nearby Averitt community, you're going to most likely have similar school options, and of course shopping and dining options will be the same. Like the Averitt, specifics on Radford Glen, such as pricing and home designs, haven't yet been released. But as soon as I get more information, I'll be passing this along to you guys. Make sure you're subscribed and have hit the bell for updates so you'll know immediately when more information is available. Based on pricing in adjacent and other nearby new home communities, I'd venture to guess that future homes within this new community would be priced somewhat similar to those in other nearby communities. If so, I'm guessing that homes within Radford Glen will probably start out in the $450 to $525 price range, but again, this is simply a guess based on a number of planned homes and currently available information. Okay, this next community, similar to that of Radford Glen, has also had numerous stops and starts getting approved. Although not yet officially approved by the town of Wake Forest, the proposed community of Kinsley is definitely worth mentioning, as preliminary plans are calling for about 764 homes, 370 of which are single-family detached homes and 394 townhomes. Plans here call for the community to be built out over 31 phases, with the neighborhood spanning a parcel of land that's bisected by North Main Street. The location here is great because it's in an area of Wake Forest that's just north of downtown along a road which is known as US 1-A, which is a lesser traveled alternate route to Capitol Boulevard. Much of this area has somewhat of a rural feel due to the presence of wooded areas along this route. There also isn't a ton of commercial or retail development directly in this area. As a matter of fact, from this proposed location, you're less than 5 minutes away from the 117-acre E. Carroll Joyner Park, which I've spoken quite a bit about in the past. You're also only about a 5-minute drive south to downtown Wake Forest. Based on this location, this would be an excellent choice to consider if you do a lot of biking or running, because US 1A isn't nearly as traveled as nearby Capitol Boulevard, which is going to make this route somewhat safer in my opinion. Nearby schools from this location are Richland Creek Elementary, Wake Forest Middle, and Wake Forest High School, each of which are going to be about a 10-minute drive from this location. Be sure to check school assignments before purchasing a home if schools are important to you. Okay guys, here's a quick update on Regency at Heritage, which is one of the most highly anticipated communities in Wake Forest right now, due to the fact that it's the first new addition to the Heritage Wake Forest community in quite some time. Current plans for Regency at Heritage call for 90 single-family detached homes to be built over 3 phases over a 12-acre parcel, 2 of which are reserved for open space in the community. Homes in this community are currently being advertised in the $400,000 price range, but my feeling is that based on current market conditions, homes here will most likely be similar in design to those found in the Buffalo Grove community in Garner, which tells me that homes in Regency at Heritage will probably start in the mid to high 400s. Although I haven't received confirmation on this, based on my personal eyewitness accounts of Regency at Heritage, it appears that most of the infrastructure, such as streets and utilities, have already been installed, so now it seems that maybe Pulte is going through the final permitting process for home sites, which tells me that we might be seeing some signs of construction soon, maybe by the end of 2021 or maybe at least by the first quarter of 2022. Hey guys, if you have any ideas for any future videos, maybe there's some towns and municipalities that you're curious about and I haven't done a video on it yet, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Hey, also, if you guys have any interest in maybe learning a little bit more about some of the local restaurants in one of these towns, or maybe you're curious about like what are the top burger joints, Also leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think about that. And definitely guys, whatever you do, get Mike and get moved.